And in case you're wondering, this is a live view of me walking out here. It does pretty darn good picking me up and everything. I mean, that's pretty live. Back with a traditional camera video on Big C Vlogs, one of my favorites to do. And this one is actually a whole lot different than anything I've ever done before. I worked with similar systems when I was in IT, but they were all wired. Today, special thanks to my friends at this company who sent me this. This is a wireless security camera system. Inside of this box is a wire-free NVR and 100% wire-free cameras. So these cameras are rechargeable. These cameras record wirelessly to the included NVR. So of course, we're gonna open this up on the overhead rig. Then I'm gonna go through the setup process, set up the cameras, let them record, and show you how this works. This is one of the coolest systems that I've gotten, and this is like a full system considering it has like a base station where everything records and wireless cameras. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and let's check out this 100% wire-free security camera system with an NVR. All right, so let's open up this wireless security camera system. This is the front of the box, nothing on the bottom. The back has the same picture. The top has your handle, HD wireless smart security system, wireless NVR, and 100% wire-free camera. And then this side just kind of mentions Camcamp wireless security camera system, simple installation, built-in battery, solar energy, PIR detection, cloud storage and SD card storage, two-way audio, day and night. And this side just has company information here. So let's open this on up. I think I'm gonna put this out back for the dogs so my wife can see them when we're away. Let's open all this up. There we go. So piece of foam here, right on top. Little quick start guide, little simple installation instructions here. Very nice. QR codes to download your apps, and then of course a user's guide, which seems to tell us everything, including where to get the apps from the App Store. So let's take everything out of here. Now this has a couple of cameras, it looks like. So we have one camera here. Wow, these are very, very nicely designed. Love this look. Batteries are in the back, it seems. Wow, okay. Camera 1 and camera number 2. There could be more cameras down in here. This might be a 4-camera system. We've got an included HDMI cable, so we can plug it out to a TV, as well as the power cable. This should be for the NVR base station, which is right here. Very nice wireless security camera system. Got the Camcamp logo, your power, USB HD out, a LAN network, and your TF micro SD card slot. It says open. Wow, so a replaceable 500GB hard drive. You don't even need the TF card reader. That's pretty darn amazing. You could put an SD card in that and be really set. And then we've got some solar panels. These are for the cameras. 2 nice solar panels that plug in with USB-C. So let's see what's under this foam. Like, do we have more cameras? Oh, we do. So this is a 4-camera system. So we do have 2 more cameras here. So I will definitely be able, wow, these even move. Very cool. I'll definitely be able to get every inch of my backyard with this camera system. So put this one here and number 4 here. We also have 2 more USB-C solar panels for our other 2 cameras here. We have mounts. These are for the solar panels. More mounts for the solar panels. An included network cable if you need one of those. They even include a little mouse. Wow, that's awesome. USB cables to charge up all 4 cameras because you'd want to get them to 100% charge. And if you don't want to use the solar panels, you can take them down and use these again. And lastly, 4 mounts for the cameras. And of course, nothing else in there, but 4 sets of screws for mounting the cameras. So this is everything that comes inside of this package. Everything you'll need, including a 500 gig hard drive, 4 cameras, 4 solar panels. I am definitely gonna put these in the backyard, and then my wife should be able to use the app to log into this, to check the dogs. The best part with the hand and tilt features here, she'll be able to look around and can hopefully find the dogs no matter where they are out back. Now, if you look at these, looks like you mount this to the wall, and then these essentially kind of hop right into there like so. Very nice little design. And there is screws for the sides as well. These are movable, so you can change the directions. It's like the wireless antennas for these cameras. And along the bottom is just a reset button. And that's because these cameras don't need anything else. These cameras just need to be able to connect to this base station to be able to record. So I'm gonna put this base station, I think, in our kitchen. So we'll plug this in there, and then we'll put these 4 cameras around our backyard and hopefully be able to catch a full like 360-degree view of our backyard when we're out of town. She's worried about the dogs. So I'm gonna go and set up a few of these, then we'll get everything plugged up, we'll get the app downloaded, and get these cameras to working so you can see what they look like. All right, so we've got a few things to do first. I have started charging all 4 of the cameras. So the next step is we're gonna take our 500GB NVR and wire it to our network. Luckily, they include a network cable, and I happen to have a free port on my 16-port switch here. So I'm gonna run our power cable, we'll power on this, and then we'll get the app downloaded. And from what I understand, everything will work instantly because these cameras are actually paired with this at the factory. So other than them being charged, this powered on and set up in the app, these should just all instantly connect and work. We'll give all that a try right here. All right, so plugged in our network cable. Now the other port's USB is for the mouse. That's, as I mentioned, for a micro SD card, and you can put it out to a TV, which I can say I don't really plan to do that. I'm just gonna use the app. So let's go ahead and plug this into power. There we go. And now we've got a little light on our base station here. So I'm gonna let this boot up and we will get the app downloaded. So you can scan the QR codes here in the instruction booklet to download the app for either Apple iPhones or for Android devices. So we're gonna download this app and take a look at it. So this is the app here. We're gonna install this app, create us an account, log into the account, and then we'll show you what to do next. So that was nice and easy. Just needed my phone number, and then it sent me a verification text. So now we'll click our little plus sign up here. We'll confirm this. We'll allow this while using the app. We'll allow this as well. We'll allow this while using the app. And then it's going to auto...
Searching for nearby devices. Please wait.
But we're going to just go ahead and scan the QR code on our
No
device.
nearby devices are found. Please scan the QR code on the device to add.
So we'll scan this QR code here. There we go. Scan successfully. And now it's going through the process to add this base station, where then when we power on the cameras, they should automatically connect. Also, make sure that your router is set up with DHCP so that it can automatically give this base station an IP address. If you do not have DHCP enabled, you would need to manually give this an IP address, of course. So I'm naming this one Backyard Base Station because, well, it's going to be my backyard cameras. So that is all of the cameras. If I click on it, nothing shows up yet. That's because, of course, I don't have any cameras tied to it. So let's see if this actually works. I'm going to unplug this camera. And this little button here is the on-off button. So I'm gonna just press that button. There we go. So I hear the camera booting, it seems. And let's give this a minute to boot up. Also, go ahead and take these off, at least of this camera. And I'm gonna kill my app and reopen it. And then let's click play. And look at that, there it is already. Hey, wow, that was pretty easy. So if I click here, does it take me full screen? Yeah, all right. So that was super easy. This is labeled in here as Cam 2. So now I can turn on the other cameras. Let's do that. Unplug, kill this off, and our little power button. It's literally a button, so you just gotta press it and then it'll tick and boot up. This one, all right, this one. And the one I'd already peeled, power on this one. All right, we'll give those a moment and then we'll be right back. And so now we have 4 cameras in here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Well, those are side by side. All right, so all 4 cameras are showing up now. I think the next best thing to do is let me go outside and get these installed. Then we'll do some daytime and nighttime audio video test on them, as well as show you some of the features here in this app. Like, for example, we can go to HD and now we should have better picture. So does it move all of them? No, only, oh, okay, whichever one's highlighted. Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna get these installed and then we'll check out the rest of it. All right, so I've got all 4 cameras, all 4 solar panels, all the mounting gear. Let's get these mounted. So step number 1 is take these included screws with the included mount and mount this to mount the camera. These get mounted this way, for example, like that. I'm not putting it here, but just showing you an example. There we go. Step number 1 is completed. Now step number 2, before we mount the camera, is get your solar panel mounted so you can plug it in, and then this literally just pops into place. I'll show you that in a moment. Solar panel mount and screws. Get these mounted wherever you want. All right, solar panel mount is mounted. So now we'll just twist this onto this here. Now with the solar panel, every case is going to be different. For me, summertime, my sun rises over here, sets that way. Wintertime, it's kind of more up and over. So this should be able to get sun for at least half the day or a good bit of the day to keep it charged. So with this being up, now we can plug our USB-C cable into the camera and then pop the camera on here. So there we go. We've plugged in our camera now, and all that's left is to literally take those 2 parts, slide them onto there, and you'll see these holes line up like so. And with the holes lined up, you just put your other little screws in there that are included with the mounts for the camera. So then it looks like, so there we go. Camera number 1 is mounted securely, and I've turned my little antennas this way due to the fact that my base station is just on the other side of the kitchen wall right here. So this is the first one. I'm not going to bore you with setting up the other 3. I'll set them up, show you their locations right here. All right, so here's camera number 2. I've put 1 antenna each way here, solar panel to the sky, to essentially get this left side of my house where my AC unit is. Camera number 3, we're going to put both of these forward, as this camera is furthest away from the entire house, and solar panel up, so it should be able to get sun almost all the time, as we don't have trees here. So this one will be able to get the entire backyard area. And lastly, camera number 4, which put these antennas forward, as it's in the far left corner, to be able to get the whole backyard as well. So let's see if all these show up inside of our app. And so while all of my cameras are out here, my base station is right here next to my TV, plugged in with a network cable. So from here to out there, it should be able to reach. Let's see what we see in the app. All right, so now everything is set up inside of our app. Let's go over some things. Now, if you click these 3 dots, you can get into your settings. Inside of here is where you can see the status of your base station and rename it. There's also some alarms, alarm volume, your storage settings, etc. And then you can even come down here. You can set up your Alexa. You can set this up on Wi-Fi. And then this is where you can see your connected devices. So like the deck camera is the camera on the deck. You can see the signal strength. You can see the battery percentage. You can come in here and change your recording settings. So there's a few of those. I set mine to optimal surveillance. Don't care about battery life. Uninterrupted recording I think is awesome, but that would really drain the battery, so I don't want to do that. Also, you can go into your image settings where you can go to night vision, and you have a few very nice night vision settings. So there's smart night vision, where that basically uses infrared and turns on the lights when it sees somebody. There's a full color where the spotlights are just on all the time, and then there's just infrared. I'm doing a few of these in the infrared and a couple of them in the smart night vision as well. This one is going to be infrared always on. So infrared night vision and confirm. And you can also set up a privacy area where it's an area where it would not record. Other than that, you have your PTZ control where you can control the speed, and some advanced settings where you can see the signal strength. And other than that, delete device, etc. Now the storage settings are all set to local storage in good condition. The cloud storage shows that I have not bought that, so I don't have that. And so other than that, you can go back to here, you can click your play button. It brings up all 4 of your cameras simultaneously. So as you can see, some of them that are a little further away maybe take a longer moment to load. Now the SD and HD toggle seems to be every time I open the app, it doesn't seem to actually save that in any kind of way. Same for the muting and unmuting. Now this button will take a photo, this button will take a video. I'll of course throw in a photo here. Now, you can select the actual camera if you want, double tap it, you'll get full screen, and then you can PTZ around as you may need. I will say there's a nice little vibration as this moves, which is really nice. I like that. It tells me that I'm actually doing something. And this seems to be very good in terms of the software. Like this one's closest to the base station. Let me go to like this camera. This camera is furthest away from the base station, and you can see though, it's just as instant. So very Very, very nice software. Really love to see that. There is full screen where you can go full screen mode. You still have your pan and tilt over here. You have your speaker to talk to people, which we'll throw in a speaker clip here. Hello. All right. There is a speaker. And then all of your settings up top also. So that's really it for a look around this app. Really, really great product. And in case you're wondering, this is a live view of me walking out here. It does pretty darn good picking me up and everything. I mean, that's pretty live. So that will essentially do it for this wireless security camera system. Truly one of the best camera systems that I think I have used in a while. First off, I love the fact that it is fully wireless. As you may have saw in the settings, once you set it up with the network cable on your switch, you could then configure the Wi-Fi to where you could unplug that and the device would use Wi-Fi. Great, love that. I'm a hardwired kind of guy, so I'm gonna leave mine hardwired, but I love that all 4 cameras are completely wireless. All 4 cameras have solar panels so that all 4 cameras can wirelessly talk to this base station. Now my base station is going through at least 2 walls in some locations and is probably at least 50 feet away from some of these cameras. So to me, the signal strength from the devices is really good. As you could probably see in my live view of the app, you can see that some load a little slower than others, but that's just due to the fact that they're further away with more interference, etc. The fact that everything records locally to a hard drive is probably one of my favorite features. I have all of my cameras that I can set up with micro SD cards. This way I'm always getting recording versus relying on my internet connection, because if your internet's down, then your cloud storage is no good. That's why I like local storage with either a micro SD card or a base station like this. I personally wish Google, Ring, all the others gave you an option to have a base station like this, where that you could just link your cameras to it, to a big 500 gig hard drive and let it continuously overwrite. I will say I'm not 100% certain on the hard drive being replaceable. My guess would be you could just take it out, pop in another hard drive, go through some settings and reformat it, but don't quote me there. Outside of that though, 2 massive thumbs up. Really great product. Everything's ready to go out of the box. The app was super easy to use. And yes, if you do not want to use the app and do not want this connected to the internet, that is an option. That's why they include that little mouse and the HDMI cable. You could literally set these cameras up completely wirelessly without the internet and have them plugged into a monitor where you could view that all day. So that's a great option for like a business or something like that. Again, 2 thumbs up from a hardware and software standpoint. The image quality looks great, the cameras look great, the software functions exactly how you want. Nothing to complain about. So of course, I'll have this camera system linked down below in my description if you'd like to grab one for yourself. That should do it for today's video. Click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.